Okay, what's up, everyone? Welcome to our first official Squadcast. My name is Harsh, also known as Primo.
I'm Kirtan, also known as Natric 575 on Twitch.
My name is Raj, and I'm also also known as Pucci.
And I'm Brinton, also known as Hardcore Icon on YouTube.
So, welcome to our first official Squadcast, or it's a podcast that me and a group of friends run. So we're a little bit of backstory on us. We're a group of friends that play games together and hang out together. We're also known as NIT or Ninjas in Toronto.
Yeah. And if you're really wondering why we're doing this, well, we can because we're just hanging out. It's COVID. We have literally nothing to do. And to be honest, we've been doing this off stream, off camera for a while. We've been like talking with each other. There's not just us four, there's multiple members of Ninjas in Toronto, but we've been just talking, staying up late at night and just talking about random things such as like gaming, life, and like sometimes maybe even like the death penalty, which is like hardcore, but we'll get into it later.
Yes, and so what to expect in the future? Right now it's just us four, but in the future you can expect like guests or other streamers, other members of Ninjas in Toronto, or even like one of you in the audience if you want to hop onto our podcast once and talk about life or anything in general. But in terms of topics, we want to mainly focus on gaming, but we can also share like personal stories that people are comfortable in sharing, and also other life experiences that people can learn from. And yeah, it's just gonna be all fun and good vibes all around.
Yeah, so for this first one, we're doing this as a recording, but it will be streamed on Twitch on the Natric 5775 channel from this week on. We are gonna try to remain as a weekly podcast, but depends on the time and everybody's availability, of course, and when we could get guest speakers. Um, there is going to be a questionnaire available, so you can ask, or like a Q&A session basically, so you can ask questions on the stream while we're streaming it, and it will be answered at the end of the podcast. So if you can't make it till the end, obviously it should be like within an hour or so, like that's what we're hoping to get. But if you can't make it, then you could always go on YouTube to watch it on Ninjas in Toronto, which will be all linked on the stream. But yeah, just starting off with a history, I believe.
Okay, so let's start off with the origins of our Squadcast. So we've already been doing this unofficially every night, not every night, but at least once a week, where we just talk about ourselves, our feelings, and like our life in general. Um, so how we got started was a couple years ago, I think a year ago or something. Me, Kirtan, and Birintan used to stay up very late at night and play games together, and we used to call ourselves the 2 a.m. squad, after 2 a.m. squad, because we used to stay up after 2 a.m. a lot, and we used to talk about ourselves, our feelings, and whatnot. So that's where it originally started, and then fast forward a couple months later, me and Kirtan got together, and we had one more guest with us.
Yeah. We ended up having like
I
a bunch of
remember.
people. Like sometimes we would just be like, yo, I want to stay up late, and then eventually, instead of just fooling around playing games, playing League of Legends, we'd end up like talking about just life, how things were at uni, how things were in life, what they wanted, like just about literally almost the most random things. And sometimes, of course, it'd get personal to like talking about girls, life, maybe even guys. I don't know.
We basically just ruined it.
We
All
don't
50 members
judge.
of NIT.
Yeah, we,
Yeah.
we like
We're the
in a
starter.
way, we ended up finding out like what was going on with more people besides, just all of our conversations became a little bit more in depth, like more personal towards one another, right? We'd share experiences like that we've only kept to ourselves or like only told certain people. So it became, instead of just being like just a couple people hang out after 2 a.m., it became what we now call a squad cast, where we hang out, we talk about life, we talk about if any issues are there, we talk about it. if we hate
Yeah.
somebody, like I don't know, if we think some guy in a group chat is a dickhead or something, we're just like, bro, this guy just sucks, you know. Or like if you think like, yo, this guy's the homie, you know.
Usually we're telling that person straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess in
No
terms of
toxicity
like
here.
in terms of Ninjas in Toronto, the way that started is just kind of it's complicated because it's like from all walks of we all came from different walks of life. Some of us met during like elementary school, some met during middle school, but like I think we all came together during high school, and yeah, I think from that point on, it was just us hanging out during school time, but then also um, us playing video games after. And I think like where it all started was in League of Legends, and then we were all playing, and then it was complicated because we would be playing, but then we never had like a central portal or like a hub where we all could just be in and be like, hey, who wants to hop on? Because one in League of Legends you can have a maximum of 5 people, but we had more than 5 people, so it was hard to coordinate. So I think I don't know who started it, but somebody made the group
I'm
chat.
pretty sure it was Arjun, maybe
Mirza.
I
Mirza.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised.
I think
Yeah, I
it's
wouldn't be
Mirza.
surprised.
So listen, by the way, if Mirza, if you're listening to this, you're the reason I'm addicted to League. Okay, this is on record
Me
now.
too.
It's recorded. It's posted out there. You're the reason I'm addicted to League. Like 5 years later.
I still remember Mirza
Continue.
like at the park going, guys, we should play a game together. We should start League of Legends. And I was like, what is that? And they're like, just download it. Took us like about an hour to like 2 hours. Some of them took a day
Mhm.
to download because we had like pretty shitty internet back in the day and pretty bad computers.
Yep.
That was a mission. I remember one of us actually took 2 days because he kept crashing every time he tried to download Darvik.
Yeah.
But we all got there eventually, starting with like champions that don't belong in any lanes. We didn't know anything about the game. I remember playing Zinzao every lane I played. There was no ADC, no jungle, none of that crap. It was
Mhm.
fun. Started
Duo
something.
top
Yeah.
laning.
Yep.
So our
Of course.
name has a lot of history too. So like we're not gonna get in details, but it took us a while to arrive to a name that we all kind of
Yeah.
Clicked
appreciate
with.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Toronto is very obvious, but
Yeah, Toronto. We all
yeah,
live in Toronto. We've all been
exactly.
residing in Toronto for a while.
Toronto. Yeah.
Ninjas. We all like a lot of us were
Toronto.
anime fans, so we got into like
GTA.
Naruto and stuff.
I mean,
So
yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Ninja,
more
you
of a
know, that's
I
where.
would say the ninjas part was like a little childish decision, if anything,
Yeah.
of all the other thing. But like, yeah, ninjas in Toronto just worked.
Yeah,
Everybody.
but Arjun coined the
Mhm.
term ninjas in Toronto. He'll 100% take credit for it, and I'm fine with that. But yeah, that's about
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
how we are.
That's who we are.
That's
That's
who we are. There we go.
Yeah, but going forward, we want to like share some stories with you, with audiences. We want to try to grow a good community out of this. See what's up. We want to give back to the community by like anything that we've learned throughout our like years of like living. Basically, it's 22 years. Pretty sure
Yeah.
all of us are like
Spreading
yeah,
our
22
wisdom.
from now
yeah,
on.
all of us
Yeah.
are all, yeah. Starting today, actually.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is literally the first day I'm 22.
Kirtan's 22, so like we're all
Second day. October 11th technically counts.
yeah. I don't want to say everybody's 22 because we have 15 people in the group, but most of
Yeah.
us are now. So
Most of us.
22 years of living, we have some things that we've learned, some things that are not worth teaching, some things that are worth teaching. But
Yeah.
we want to see what we can give out and see if we can help anybody out with anything.
Yeah, and the thing is, you might think that oh, we're all just 22-year-olds. We all like live the same lives. Yes and no, because we all are doing different things now. We all came from different places in a way. Um, so like we're in different universities, different programs. We all like doing different things. We all like playing different games, even though we play together. So there's a lot of different perspectives here for people to look from, and hopefully that gives you guys insights into better learning who we are as content creators, but also as like a, I guess, a group that that you see videos of, but you don't really see like our mentality or who we are as a person.
If anything, this is like
So,
a documentary of our lives because we're
Yeah.
starting off our
uh,
YouTube/Twitch career. Not our
Mhm.
full lives, but our online life. Like we're trying to create something grow, right? So this is like this. If anything, this is gonna keep us like in a timeline because like whatever
Yeah.
happens in our channels are most likely gonna get discussed in here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
from being some of the most scuffed people in the world to like, probably hopefully getting better as time progresses. We'll see how it
I
gets.
wouldn't
But
put
yeah.
us that low. Come on, there's some very scuffed people out there. We're just a bunch
Yeah.
of teenagers. Let's just say.
Yeah.
We're 22. We're
not.
like
22,
adult
we're
We're
young
adults.
two on the
Okay.
adults.
Young
outside,
adults, fine,
12
fine,
on the
fine,
inside.
fine, young
Yeah,
adult.
12 on the inside. Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
but yeah,
But you can expect each of us to be here doing each of the podcast.
Yeah,
So
most of
it'll
them,
be
yeah.
4 of us. Well, most likely 4
Yeah.
of us
Mhm.
plus a guest, or it'll be just within the 4 of us.
Yeah.
Um,
We're your
but yeah,
hosts.
do you want to introduce ourselves like a bit more?
Like what we do in the group, maybe, because we
Yeah,
all
or
have
like a
like
little bit
certain
more.
roles.
Yeah, maybe
I have
something a
no
little.
roles in the group.
Yeah, you do. You're a
You
content
do?
creator. You're an entertainer. Harsh.
Yeah.
Your Among Us videos.
Late
Harsh is
night
our-
entertainer, yeah.
Yeah, late night entertainer. Not
exactly.
the good kind.
No, the good kind, depending on your
Not the
perspective.
sus kind.
Yeah. Depending on your age group. Yeah.
Harsh is known as our model of the group. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
the
Not
one that like.
really.
I mean, you want me to put
I
up
mean,
some
I like
pictures?
taking
I mean,
pictures.
you
I
wanna
like taking pictures, yeah.
I'll put up some pictures if you want it. But yeah, like he's our.
Viewing pictures.
Yeah. And Birintan's my personal photographer.
Well, I am a photographer, yes,
Yeah.
and I'm an artist. I guess I'll just go on to mine.
Yeah.
So I'm in the art industry. I'm a photographer. I'm currently in the integrated digital program for Ryerson. But yeah, I work with a lot of film, photo, animation, cartoons, games, anything. But like, I'm basically like the lead editor slash social media coordinator, I guess. I create the logos, designs, everything on this channel.
True.
But yeah, that's my job. And then the two streamers over here.
Raj, go
Kirtan.
ahead. Go
You
ahead,
go
Raj.
first.
Take it.
You know you got this. And
Actually,
comes
true. You're
before
more
B.
successful than me. That's true. Hold on. So I'll give you the
No, that is
unsuccessful
not
side of
true.
my side.
We keep the best for last.
Say the best for last. Well, me, I'm literally an addict, but not the worst kind. Like, I'm not a crack addict or a heroin addict. I'm like a League of Legends addict. I fucking love playing League of Legends.
We just got
I
monetized right there by you saying those two words, but okay, we're good.
don't worry about it, bro. This isn't about the money. It's
Just
about the growth.
bleep
It's
it
not
out.
like we're monetized anyways.
Exactly. But most of the time, all you can see me doing is playing League of Legends. Recently, like a couple months ago, a lot of my friends convinced me like, "Yo, you should stream. You should stream. You should stream." And then I got a decent laptop so I can actually stream it. So I started streaming. Got a bunch of people. A lot of them are from EU, and they're some of the most chillest dudes ever. Shout out to Pocket Healer. He knows who he is if he's ever watching this. Yes. But yeah, that's basically a lot of what I do. I study I used to study computer science. Now I do game arts or game development at York University, and I'm en route to I'm en route to becoming a game developer. And what I just want to do is like make games, play games, have a fun time. Hopefully, get somewhere with streaming. We'll see about that though. Yeah.
Nice.
And
Alright.
hold up, this is
So-
the most successful side. This is where he
No,
pops
no,
off
no, no, no.
everything. Yeah.
No.
Before we talk about all the success, I just want to like hit like our guys up with the stand in the middle of the camera, please, and thank you, and continue.
I am in the middle.
I'm literally in the
Anyway.
middle, bro.
Stop bleeding, bro. Don't make my life hard.
Anyways. Anyways, so I started streaming, I think similar to Kirtan like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And it was just a random thing, no real like intention. It was just to see what happens, have free time to let's see where it goes. If you can build sort of a community or a following for our like group. That was the whole like intention, because we always had the YouTube channel, but we never really did anything with it. Except a couple like vlogs, but we never really like made that
Post.
public.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I think
And
we
D&D
posted
videos,
it,
but
right?
we don't talk
Yeah,
about
No,
those.
we
Yeah.
don't. No.
They don't
We don't
exist
talk-
anymore.
Very unprofessional videos, but they were
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. So it was like a sort of a time when we were all like, let's just see what happens with this. And there's no real like I guess goal. It was just for us to just put out something that we enjoyed doing.
And share.
And then Yeah, and then in terms of games that I like to play, a lot of FPS. So right now I'm into like Valorant, COD, like Warzone. But yeah, and in terms of what I do, I go to McMaster University. So I'm currently doing my master's, and it's in science and health sciences. And the goal is to eventually be a doctor. We'll see what happens, but yeah, this is the side of my life where I like to, where I don't have to stress about anything. Just come back, chill with friends, play games, keep it real and positive.
Speaking of diversity
Yeah.
of our group, we forgot to get Mr. Harsh here about his
Oh
career.
no. Oh
Yes.
no.
Let's explain. Like, I mean, tell us what you're studying or where you're.
So I basically do statistics and mathematics at a very
What's
well-known
9 plus
university.
10?
I mean, don't dumb it down. It's a big deal. Where you where? Well, mention the university's name, I guess.
Oh, do
Just
I
for
have to? Oh my.
you don't have to, but
Uh,
yeah,
it's UFC Scarborough, the
yeah.
Scarborough campus. Yeah. Uh,
Well, just like this, like the other, um, my math fails me right now. 11 people in our group are all diverse too. We don't have like just one. Like we're not all just going towards like some sort of video games or arts design. We're actually everywhere. We're like in different fields, like starting at accounting, more health sciences. We have some computer science students too. But like that's just to show like
Some real
how.
estate people, some people learning to build
Oh,
a
true, true,
house,
true. Yep.
some people learning
Engineers.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
What else
We have a
listed
very
here?
diverse group, just to say, like we're not
yeah.
just like some people that just like are focused on the whole content creating side, but like we're just trying to release our content and see what we can do, like as a bunch of just random individuals
Literally,
more
the
than anything.
closest people to any sort of art should be Birintan and me,
Yeah, or game
because
design, I guess. Yeah,
yeah,
but like we're just trying to see what we can do as just this bunch of group, like a group of guys, basically. Like why guys? We don't know. Like there's no specific reason as to why we're guys, but it's just like it's honestly started off as like a childhood friends kind of thing. Like we are different. Like basically, I think it was like three groups of friends coming
yeah.
together at the end of the day
Yeah.
in high school, and that was like where we started. But what keep like it's interesting with our group is that we stay together as this one group and this one whole individual, and we actually just do we don't just do gaming. We actually see each other in people in person and everything too. Not right now, obviously, because of COVID, but we do see each other. But it's interesting how like games is what like at the end of the day keeps us
Yeah.
together and keeps us in contact with each other. Because like you leave high school, you lose a lot of friends because you don't stay in contact with them. But for us, it's been this game that's been like sticking in the middle of all of us, and like creating this group for this game is what like keeps us together as this individual, if anything. And it's interesting to see like to grow up with the people that you've known for so many years too, and people that you just met. There are some fairly new people. Well, not so new
And
anymore.
a lot of the times, like through high school experience and stuff, a lot of the way I witness in life is like a lot of people just don't like high school friends and high school people, but like we're the people that like ended up sticking more with our high school group. We instead of like we did all go out get like uni friends and like work friends or whatever like when we did stuff, but we did like just our core became our high school group and we just all developed each other like we couldn't like if it were any like the three different people rather than like from ninjas in Toronto, right, then these three I could still have similar conversations, right, with everybody. We're like that close together. Sure, like everybody's not as close to each other like as everybody wants, but we're still all really close, right?
At the end of the
If
day, we all
something
have
happened
like
to one of us, sorry, if something happened to like one of us, you can bet like the other 14 or 13 people in our group chat would pretty much pull out like their arms and shit, and they'd be ready to fight somebody or help them out.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if everybody will go that far and
Yeah.
arms involved at all, but but yeah, like I guess yeah, what he's trying to say is we're here for each other no matter what
Mhm.
at the end of the day.
Definitely.
But yeah, it's interesting how just like a random 15 people from all over the world actually. We're not just all from Canada initially.
I
Uh,
would say all over the world. One specific part of the world.
Yeah,
okay, fine.
like
Asia.
Asia, sure. Well,
Yeah.
narrow
Asia
it
and
down to
North
Asia.
America.
Why the hell not?
Sure, Asia and North America. There you go. But like
Yeah.
we've all been anywhere, everywhere too, if you think about it. Europe,
Mhm.
Yeah.
repping
Mhm.
So here's
Europe.
a random question. When's the first time you guys played games? Like in terms of
First
like
time.
video games.
What was
Video
it?
games.
This was
Hmm.
easy, bro.
Okay,
This
it might
one's
be
easy
hard to
for me.
remember what it was. It might be hard to remember what it was, but like if you have a like a recollection of
Console?
like
This one's
when you
literally
played,
super easy.
when you
This
played.
and this is literally why I gamed this much, right? Because it started off when I was in India. Used to live in a small town. It wasn't like that big, like it wasn't that much, right? But I knew, and like I owned a shop, like my family owned a shop in town, and right beside it there's an arcade. So when I went to visit my uncle or my grandpa that was running the shop then, I just go like, and they're getting really busy. I just go over to the other side and then just go to the arcade. It started with Contra. It started with Road Ragers, I think it's called, right? We talked about this a
Yeah.
while back, like personally. The biking game where you kick people off and then the cops get pissed
Mhm.
off at you. Uh, there's a little bit of Dragon Ball, or not Dragon Ball, the Street Fighter. Yeah, Street Fighter. And then after it kind of just scaled up. Like the arcade closed down, but one of my uncles gifted me like this ghetto version of it. I think it's called a Super SNES or something, where it's just a keyboard and a mouse, and then there's like a cartridge slot with like 1,000 games, so like a ghetto R4. And then I just used that, and then I played all the other, like all the classic stuff with like Mario. I played the classic Mario. I played Contra. I played Doom 2. I played Road Ragers. Like those are like the games I remember.
What was
And
your
then when I
first console? Official.
huh
Not like like illegitimate, but like
like
legitimate console. What was your first like
legitimate,
yeah,
oh, Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance, bro.
Game
It
Boy
was
Advance? Yeah.
leaf green. That's when
SP
I
or
came to
the normal
Canada.
one?
The
The tiny
like
one or the
the
big
one,
one?
not the big one, like the tiny one, the dual screen, or not dual screen, but the flip one
Yeah.
with the color, Game Boy Color Advanced Color or something. Yeah,
That was in Canada, I'm guessing.
Mhm.
yeah, that was in Canada. When I
Yeah.
came, literally a couple months in, my dad got us that.
It's interesting. What about you,
Okay.
Virg?
Next. For me, well, it's kind of weird because um for me, my first console, and I guess kind of my last console now, is a PC because I remember in 2000, yeah, in 2000 we actually had a PC. I wasn't allowed to use it much back then, but my dad used to be an avid gamer. After work he would play like Need for Speed and shit. And because he taught me how to play that. And so when we had that PC in 2000, I remember playing NFS, Road Rage, Mortal Kombat, um a lot of other games that I don't really know the names of anymore, but the games of like, back in the time. And I think that was like my first official time getting into video games. And I remember like my cousin would also play like on PC, and he would like give me like NFS discs back then to play with. And then when I came to Canada in 2005, I think a couple months after, similar to Kirtan, I was also gifted a Game Boy Advanced SP. That's what mine was called. And I remember playing a lot of Pokemon on it. And I remember finding one of like the cartridge like under my heater in my apartment. It was from like the old Game Boy. I shared it with these guys before, and it was like the really old Pokemon game. I think it was called Pokemon Blue. And I found out one day when I was just like chilling, and then I compared it to my normal Game Boy discs, and it was like double in size. And I was like, "Hey, the inside looks the same. Let me try plugging it in." And for all you know, like it actually worked, and it was interesting. But the graphics were so bad, like it was so old. But yeah, that's how I found one of my games, and from there it advanced to PSP, then PS3, and then PC again.
Coincidentally, I actually found a GameCube, not a GameCube, what am I saying? A DS game right outside where I live, where probably near you too, because I'm guessing same spot. But like, I ended up giving that away. I don't remember what game it
Bro, that
was.
was me. I threw it away the other day, I think.
The other day, yeah. It's like
Yeah,
a good 10 years ago, but I just gave it to somebody that had a DS because I didn't really have one at that time. So I was like, there's no use for this. Can't remember the game, but I don't know why they're getting thrown around so much. Yeah, Harsh, go ahead with yours.
Ah, so my first was like just like Kirtan, the keyboard thing with a mouse, and then you put a cassette thing inside it and just play on it. So I didn't have that, but my cousins had that. So I used to go to their place like every weekend just to play those games. And then after that, I don't know if you guys know the name of this or remember this. There was this small console, not console, like it looked like a Game Boy, but all you could play on it was Tetris. Like,
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
black
yeah,
and white thing.
yeah.
yeah,
It kind
Yeah,
of comes. It's like specifically for that, right? It wasn't really a
yeah,
company.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're
yeah.
talking.
That was, I guess, my first console.
Popping off with the Tetris, bro.
They made like versions where you could pop off the screen part and then change the game too. But like I know yours was probably just specifically to that.
Yeah,
But
it was just
yeah,
Tetris.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those
And
were
then yeah, those are very fun to play. But it was just one game, so not that fun. After that, I think my first proper console was the Wii. So I used to play that a lot. I still play it some days. My
ripples.
favorite game in it was like Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers. And yeah, after that, I convinced my parents to get me a PSP. And no, for the Wii, what we did was we modded the Wii, so we just have to download the game on my computer and burn it into a disc.
Oh,
Oh, we're not
let's talk
supposed to.
about that.
We're not
Let's
supposed
talk
to
about
say all that
that.
shit, bro.
Allegedly.
R4, what's that? I
No,
buy
it's
all of my games from
Allegedly,
Nintendo. Yeah.
it's simple. It's simple. Allegedly.
Yeah,
None of this is proven. It's alleged.
yep.
Continue.
Yeah,
Swiftly
and then I
moving
got a
on.
PSP after that, and allegedly did the same thing on my PSP. Yeah,
Dude,
I used to play Need for Speed a lot in my PSP. Need for Speed Carbon, if you guys remember.
I was
I
never a
know that
Need
was
for Speed guy.
yeah, same.
Yeah,
I switched over to like Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and then it was just that. The coolest game for me was like the Fire Emblem. And weird fact, the Wii was how I ever had like my first gym workout.
Oh my god.
Like
From Wii Sports.
how you work
Clearly
out like
didn't help.
super hard. No,
That's not true. That's not true.
bro, you don't even know, man.
You didn't have
no,
gym classes. You didn't have gym classes during
All
school.
right,
No,
okay.
but it's not like actual. Like you know how when you go to the gym for
One
like
was
one of
forced,
like
one
the
was
very
forced.
first time or after a long time, you
Yeah.
work out and literally all of your muscles are sore and
Yeah,
you just can't
yeah.
move or can't like you just feel like death.
Yeah.
So I didn't even have a Wii then. I went over to a relative's house for a sleepover, and like their son had a Wii, right? And I'm just like, yo, let's play. So me, my brother, and him, all three of us literally played like 6 hours straight of Wii. Of like tennis, of Wii, like all the Wii Sports, all the Wii Sports
Boxing.
resorts, and we woke up the next day. I literally was just standing like waddling around like a penguin because I couldn't bend my arms and legs, bro. That's how
Technically-
bad it was.
Technically, statement's right because one is forced. When you're doing gym, you're kind of forced into doing it. Whereas this was his choice to do it. So I guess that was his first chosen to do workout.
Gym session, yeah. So Manav can't blame me for not doing gym.
Yeah, for me, like I was everywhere in my childhood. I was like going to like different continents pretty quickly. I would say, like in very close succession. But like I didn't really have like the normal childhood. I would say, like wasn't out here watching Pokemon and stuff as a childhood because I didn't have that. I was going to like all sorts of countries. But I ended up in France for the 3 years I lived there. I ended up getting a GameCube. I don't remember exactly how I got the GameCube, to be honest. I don't know who bought it, why we have it, or anything, but it was my first ever console. I love that thing to death because like we didn't have cable back then, and the channels that were available were only allow us to watch it after like a certain amount of time, and it was only like for like 3 hours, and that was it. After that, you have no TV time for kids. It's all like adult shows and stuff, right? So the GameCube was all I had. So I started off playing like Nintendo Mario Kart Double Dash. I was playing like the Incredibles game. I had Monsters Inc., where this like really cool dodgeball game was there. All would have been really fun if we had like two controllers, obviously, but one controller was all we had. So it was just me playing dodgeball against robots, essentially, at the end of the day. But there was some cool games like the Harry Potter game and everything. I actually still do have the console. I've actually found the perfect plug for it too, so I could actually make it work here in Canada now. So like I have tried it before. It's actually really, really cool. But I would say like Double Dash was one of the, or I'm pretty sure it's called Double Dash, Mario Kart Double Dash. I also had Crash Bandicoot, but yeah.
Oh, Crash Bandicoot was
Crash
OG,
Bandicoot
bro.
was
On the DS.
Yep.
Holy shit.
But like yeah, with like I think I'm pretty sure it's Mario Kart Double Dash, but like that honestly I would say was one of the best Mario Karts out there just because of the whole concept of having two
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Have you
characters.
tried Mario Kart's Wii?
Yeah, of course I have it. I was gonna mention that actually.
Have you tried
'cause-
Mario Kart Switch?
No.
Or it's not called that, but like, you know.
Yeah. But like after that, I progressed on to, I would say like technically it would be a computer. I was playing stuff like just mini games on like Miniclip, Y8. Those are like the OG websites back in the day. But that was just like light gaming. It wasn't really me being interested. It was just me being bored, right? But then
Mhm.
that eventually moved into Wii. We got a Wii. It was like many years after it came out. Obviously, it was like pretty late. It was just on a sale one day. My dad's like, you know what? Let's go get it. Why not, right? Because he saw that.
Same.
Because at my uncle's house, they used to play the boxing one, the Wii Sports. They had like the boxing, the baseball, and stuff, and they saw that I would enjoy playing that, so they got it. So we ended up playing that, and that's when I discovered that you could connect your GameCube controller into it, which was like
Oh.
so mind blowing. Because one day I just popped the hood
True.
on top of it, and I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, what is
There's
this?
more.
Yeah. So I was like, holy crap! So that allowed us to have Mario Kart with 2 players. That was hella fun with that kind of stuff. Um, I do only have like a couple of games on the Mario Kart, the Wii, I mean, but main 100% is the Mario Kart game, and that like every time any low cousins come over, best way to entertain people. Just put that on. No matter how old that console is, they will play it because it's actually really really fun because you're moving around. You have this thing that doesn't connect to anything, so it's just an interesting kind of thing, right? But from there,
Yeah.
like my loyalty just straight lies on PC. Like no matter what, I will always be a PC gamer. PC has just been like the best thing for me. Like it's allowed me to control whatever I want the way I want it, not have to like worry about anything. And like of course, like the games are just amazing. They look beautiful on PC compared
Yeah.
to like consoles for me.
Definitely.
But like I have a pretty good PC, but at the end of the day, the game I enjoy the most is is Minecraft. No matter what, Minecraft will be like the best game because that's what I always wanted to like play since I was a little, like watching it on YouTube all those years. Like it's fun to have it now and kind of be able to like play it as much as I want. Oh, not now, but I've played it for many years without stopping basically. But yeah, it's really interesting. I love it. But yeah, that's my history with games.
Yeah. Minecraft's alright at best, you know.
I mean, it's
Agreed.
up to you. It's
I
where
was just trying to start a beef in the first one. It's
I mean, a League of Legends player shouldn't be talking, but you know,
oh, listen, bro. Me and League have a complicated history, bro. It's
called
it's
an
you win,
addiction.
you love the game, you lose one game, and then you just hate it for all eternity. Okay, look,
Hey,
I
Minecraft,
wouldn't-
you hate something, you come back immediately to it.
look at this, bro. I guess you can see it.
You have
Yeah,
look, merch too.
Vayne.
Vayne
Yeah, Vayne. What is
Morgan.
that?
and Morgana.
The Morgana that was in the picture for my project.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Right,
no, they
right.
both were. They both
Oh,
were.
actually, yeah. I think the Morgana is more prominent. She's sitting right in the front.
Yeah, she's right in front, and then
Yeah.
like of course a shout out to Pokemon.
Of course.
Yeah.
Pokemon's OG no matter what.
Luxio,
It's OG.
Luxio,
Luxio, bro. This is
Who knows?
Lucario, bro.
Lucario.
Lucario, same
The
thing.
best.
Same
And then,
thing.
of course, I
will-
got the League of Legends poster, but I can't really show the camera because my internet's just gonna go out, the Ethernet and all that. Yeah.
You know what would have been smart if you put that League of Legends poster behind you. So it's
No.
on the
Why would I
screen.
do that?
So
Why?
it's
on
Like,
this.
okay, it doesn't make sense, bro. I'm not
You-
gonna like
you can't
turn
see that
around and
poster,
look
bro,
at the
actually.
League of Legends
No, 'cause
poster.
it-
I'm gonna
Well, my
look up
lights
and
were
see the
on,
League
you
of
could.
Legends
Why
poster.
would you need to look at it though? You're gonna
Because
see it
it's
every
my
day.
poster, bro. It's
Yeah,
not.
but wouldn't it be a nice background for you to be like?
I don't
"Here,
know.
you go,
Other
look at
people
it."
can pay for it to see it. Fuck that. It's my poster. It's mine. I licked it. You know.
Oh
You
my
licked
god.
it?
Okay.
Hey, it's a
thing
Twitch
he's been
line,
saying.
okay? It's a
It's a
Twitch
thing to
line,
say,
okay?
yeah.
So
No,
here's a
not Twitch the
question.
streaming service, Twitch the League of Legends champion.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who else bought like those weird I wouldn't call them consoles, but like these weird like mini games from like Walmart or something? Okay, so essentially it'd be in a packet, right? And it'd be like a controller with like a wire that connects into your TV, and then you have like 30 mini games you could play.
Yes. I had a
I don't know what
wheel.
they're called. I don't know what they're
I don't think they have. I don't think they have a specific name, but the one I had was like a steering wheel. It was literally like a steering wheel, and that's the controller itself. Like it literally
Yeah.
looked like this little black box with the steering wheel, and all the games were like you could play it using the steering wheel. That's what it was. I
Yeah.
don't know where it comes from, why, but it was a thing for sure.
Yeah, so the one that I had was like an Xbox controller. It wasn't an Xbox controller, but it looked like one, and it was like blue. And then the wires coming out of it were like your three I don't know what they're called, the AVI cables, the
Yeah.
orange, the
Yeah.
red, white, and whatever the other one. And you plug into your TV, and you have like 30 games preloaded into your thing. So it was like a sketchy Mario Kart, Mario Party and all that, but like not the official versions. But anyways, there were those like little games. I remember getting like 2 or 3 of these like consoles. During my time in Canada. After the Game Boy, and it was interesting because like I couldn't really play with anyone, but it was like nice. It was different because I don't know. I still have it, and I have no way to play because no TV has those plugs anymore.
Yeah.
I still
Wait,
have
hold up. So are
I
you
still have
talking
it.
about like?
Really?
Did
I
you
actually
just
have the adapter for that.
do you just have like a what is it, like an actual console that you bought or something, or
Okay, so
like
it's
was
like
it with
this.
something?
So it's like this. You see this controller?
Okay. Yeah.
It's like that, right? But then you have like wires coming out of it,
Yeah.
and it's like your 3 wires that you plug into your TV. You plug
So
it
the
in, and
yellow,
then
white,
you
and
start.
red.
Yeah.
The games
Yeah,
are in
you
the
sh-
The
controller.
game's in
and the
the
games are in the
controller. Yeah.
controller. Yeah, and there's like some mini games that like not the
But hold on,
official.
was it with something or was it like
No,
you
just
bought
that.
No, it's
just
just
that?
that.
You bought
Yeah.
that.
Just that in itself was a video game.
But did you buy it or did you just get it? Because I don't remember
No,
ever
I remember.
buying it.
Okay, I remember buying one and maybe getting a gift for another one, but it was a different like it wasn't the same thing. Like it was a different type of video game.
I've never heard of that before.
I
Yeah,
haven't.
I'm
Really? I'm
surprised.
surprised. Yeah, that's
But
like a popular.
literally the closest thing I can like relate to that with is so the thing is when I was younger, I used to like manipulate my brother into getting me
Okay.
stuff.
Uh-huh.
And like literally if you would ask some of my uncles that have known me since I was like younger, and they literally tell this exact story. So we went to this, and then there's this T-shirt, and what they used to do before is they used to give you like little toys or little games with the T-shirt.
Oh
So
Yeah, I
yeah.
remember.
the
Oh
T-shirt
yeah,
wouldn't fit
Walmart.
me,
Yeah, Walmart.
but it
had
fit my brother. I convinced my brother to the point where he went up to our parents, and when they said no, he cried until they bought him the T-shirt just so I can yoink the game.
Oh my god.
And it's this stupid little Guitar Hero game that's still in one of
Yeah.
my drawers outside today.
Yikes.
Damn.
I remember that.
I do remember seeing those on Walmart, but like I just never was interested in, honestly, to be like. I mean, I'm not the type of person to ask people for things, so I never did. Unlike
I mean,
Kirtan over here.
technically, allegedly, I never asked.
Yeah, but you just revealed that you did.
My
See, I
brother
wa-
asked.
See, I wasn't the older child, so I never manipulated.
That's
If anything,
true.
I got
That's true.
manipulated.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. Yeah.
Harsh understands project.
Harsh, you guys.
Yep.
Ah,
You're
wait,
the only
I'm the
dickhead.
only guy that's
Yep,
the
you're the only
oldest, bro.
dickhead.
Yep.
Don't worry, we'll go into deeper conversations about each other's personal lives next episodes, and like not the next one, but
Someday.
the future
Next,
episodes.
Someday.
Yeah,
yeah, future.
we'll focus one on people if we can.
Yeah, but I've never heard of these things. I think I didn't have a proper childhood or something.
No,
I mean,
okay, it
you have the
wasn't.
older siblings, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why. Like Kirtan's pretty close, like age-wise, and so am me and Vraj. But I think you have the largest gap out of all of us.
Yeah.
I think my
Potentially.
sister's like 4 years older and my brother's like 7 years older.
Yeah.
Vraj is what,
Yeah.
2, right?
You
2
think? What do you mean you think?
Hey, at this
I
point,
don't
it's just a
remember. It's like
number.
7 years.
Wow.
I don't
How
know.
do you guys not remember your own family's birthdays, man? Come on, what is
Hey,
this?
I
I
remember
do.
the
I do.
birthdays, but like I'm too lazy to do the math.
Damn.
He's
Lazy.
just like,
Math-
he's like
the
at this
statistics
point, I
guy.
can't be bothered, bro. There's too
math
many people.
The math and
major
statistics
PhD,
major. Yep,
yeah.
yep.
I do enough math at school.
Believe it or not, Kirtan's our best doctor in this group right now. Vraj is our statistics guy, even though Harsh is the
How am I the
Harsh is
doctor? Hold on. How am
Harsh
I
is
the
the
doctor?
artist. Harsh is the artist, and I'm the game designer, even though we're not.
How am I the artist?
No, Harsh is the artist.
Or sorry, how am I the
You're the
doctor? Hold on.
You give so much brain damage, you might as well be.
True.
Facts,
You're the
facts.
only one who has surgery done on him, right?
Oh,
Oh,
nah,
okay,
that's not
that's not
happening in
true.
this.
That doesn't
That's
happen.
not happening in
not
this.
true.
Stuff stays off of this podcast. We draw a line right there.
Unless we get like a $2,000 donation, then we're spilling everything.
hey, we ain't strippers. We ain't dancing for money out here.
Bro,
Unless-
never mind. I'm not gonna put this out there. I was gonna be like, if somebody gives you $2,000, I'll do anything. But
Hey,
never
never
mind.
say no to free money.
Unless 1,000
Exactly.
subscribers on the YouTube channel, we do it with story.
100,000? Oh
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Just
For
1,000.
no money.
Just 1,000. We're only asking for 1,000, and when Kirtan's story comes out,
Oh my lord, no. Oh god.
I guess we should at least like plug in stuff at this point. Just
Yeah.
why not?
So if you guys want to follow our YouTube channel is youtube.com/. There's a huge
Ninja.
URL. I
Well,
don't know.
Well, no, no,
It's
no.
not
no, it's
Ninjas
not.
and
It's
Tron.
Just
not.
search up Ninjas and Tron on
Yeah.
YouTube. It's
Yeah.
NINJASINTORONTO, and you'll see the logo that you are gonna see if you're watching this on stream. It's gonna be the same logo but in white, and I mean you'll see it on the overlay basically. But
Yeah.
yeah, all the information will be written there. But give us a follow, a subscribe.
And
I mean,
I'm 100% sure the day this is released, I'm literally gonna tell all of my viewers or anybody I can to watch this for sure.
yep.
Mhm.
And we also have our two streamers, Ninjas,
Mhm.
twitch.tv/natric5775 and twitch.tv/Pucci. The spellings will be in the stream, of course.
Yeah.
Description below.
One of them streams basically daily, the other one streams occasionally.
Yeah.
But yeah, the YouTube channels will
And
be going
literally
up.
that fluctuates too.
Yeah.
Sometimes Vraj streams almost every day. Sometimes I stream
We
almost every day.
almost have a stream every day, no matter what. It's just different streams every time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
might as well follow both so you can get content for both.
And
Yeah.
Natric mostly plays only League, and Raj
Yeah.
plays like FPS games.
But
mostly.
now I
And
found the
CFDs.
meta. I found
Yeah.
a new meta. I literally just get my followers to stream League for me by just watching their Discord streams, and then I just sit there, relax, and just have a good time.
Can't be giving away your secrets out here. Come on, man. What is
It's
this?
literally the new meta. I literally just clickbait
He's a
them. That's
coach,
what I do.
He's a coach, basically. He teaches League.
Yeah,
He-
coach. They
he
never
pay-
listen, but
he
I'm a
basically-
coach. Yeah.
He basically pays money to learn from a coach and then teaches it for free.
Literally, you know what happened
He's a
today?
scam artist to himself.
No, yesterday.
Yeah.
Literally, actually, now 2 days ago. So literally 2 days ago, I'm like, yo, why don't you guys ever listen to it? It's like they're like, no. If I wanted coaching, I'd pay you. I'm like, wait, but I'm just giving you this advice for free. Why don't you just take it? They're like, nah. I'd have to pay you to get coaching.
Getting
I'm like,
finessed out
kill
here.
me. Oh my god.
It is what it is, though. Our motto, our current motto, we change it very
is,
often,
it
but
is.
it is what it is. That's what it
It's
is.
okay. At least you didn't catch us during Emifi. It would be really awkward.
Oh no.
That's a story for when Harsh is gonna be on his like specific time.
That's
make
that's
sure to-
never getting released. That's the
We'll
reason.
make sure we
That's
push
never
it.
getting-
It's
That's
gonna
a 500 subscribe.
basically
That's
each
a
of our
5,000 subscriber thing.
That's true.
basically each of our videos, like specific videos, is gonna be just the rest of us just interrogating that person. That's what it's gonna turn into. It's gonna be like everybody
Mhm.
come up with 2 questions. We're
It's
asking
gonna be an
this guy.
Among Us game, bro. It's just gonna be an Among Us game.
Oh yeah, Harsh is the biggest imposter, man. Trust this
Yeah.
guy, and that's it.
What?
You're done. Whoa.
What?
My lord. I should never trust you.
Although we might be blaming each other, but the one time we worked together, we got a very good video out of it. It's on the channel right now. You can go check it out.
A lot of people got mad at that.
We don't. We cut that part out, you know. But yeah, like in terms of YouTube, we're going to be posting pretty much every week. It's 100% happening. A video every Sunday is what the planned thing is right now. But the podcast will be going up during the week throughout
So
those
is it a
days.
podcast every Sunday or like
No. A
different
regular
video?
Minecraft gaming video will be going up every week
Oh,
on Sunday. Because
okay.
like, I guess I can mention it, but my thesis project is this YouTube channel and
Mhm.
this brand. So I am going to be monitoring to make sure that I make
Wait,
a video.
so if other people edit videos and post it, does that not count towards your
It
thesis
does.
project?
Yeah, if you do that, it does. But yeah. But the videos I'm going to be posting are going to be every Sunday. But like most
Mhm.
likely we're all going to be involved in any of the videos that we do most of the time. So
Mhm.
it is all content done by us. So yeah, that's going to be there too. So
That's
feel
true.
free to check it out. We would appreciate any sort of support.
I mean, are we ending it here? I don't know.
No,
should.
we still
just
have
chilling.
like half an hour left or something.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. I
Yeah.
guess.
shit.
We're 45 minutes in, by the way.
Let's
Oh.
talk about your favorite game. Birintan already mentioned that his favorite game is Minecraft.
100%, no matter what. Because I could play the game like to like an extent of like hours, almost daily, and get just like go on a very long streak with it. But at the end of the
Mhm.
day, when I get bored of it, I will come back to that game no matter what. I have come back every time. Like I've gone for like, I think the most I've gone for like is like 4 to 5 months of not playing Minecraft. But at the end of the day, I still come back to it. I come back and I start playing it. And I eventually get back into that same like lengthy process again, because like it's something that I feel like, in my opinion, like no matter how many times, it might seem like a repetitive game to people when they complete it. And the thing is, people that usually comment on it haven't completed the game too. So that's something that I've noticed. The people that say that the game's boring or they don't like it are people that have never actually completed to the stage of like like full completion, so like dragon, wither, and all that stuff, right? But I've completed the game many times, but I've still come back to it because it's like I find like with Minecraft, the updates and everything are really well done. They don't release it until it's like completely like gone through all the stages of like they really thought about what they're releasing is what I'm trying to say. Basically, it's not just like bullshit edit like updates to like just get them out there, right? Because like
Mhm.
even like, with every major update, it's always been something that's changed, even if it was at one point something that was like debatable, like when I believe Microsoft bought it from Mojang, I believe. There was like
Mhm.
some issues about it because they were changing things that people didn't really like, but throughout the years they fixed that. They've like gotten better at it, and like more updates are coming through. Even the next update that's gonna make the game look like much better, but at the same time they don't lose the aesthetic of the pixel world, right? But for me, it's just like keeps it like interesting no matter what. I come back to it, I start it, I do something new every time. But because I things I didn't even know, like even till this day of years of playing this game, like I believe it's been like I would say like over 10 years now, I think, of me knowing the game
Jeez.
and even playing it.
Wow.
I don't know if it's over perfectly that number, but like I've watched videos like where every background, right? But even till this day, I find out things that I've never known about that game, which is interesting because like it's such a small game if you think about it compared to like major ass games
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
Call of Duty and like all their stuff, right? But like there's still stuff that nobody knows about. And it's interesting to learn that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to like the whole redstone aspect. That's a
Mhm.
complete different world. It's literally code like wiring in a
Yeah.
game, but it
Yeah, I've
works
seen
so well.
videos
And you
about
could
that. Yeah.
exactly, yeah, and you can make such like amazing thing like just plugging people in, like just talking about like YouTubers like Set Bling back in the day, right? Amazing YouTuber, came up with so many redstone contraptions that just blew people's mind. Like I remember I've seen a video where somebody created a mod. It's not really a mod at the end of the day because it's all vanilla, meaning they haven't
Mhm.
changed anything about the game. They just use what's
Yeah.
in the game, and they've created a cell phone which connects to your phone, and you could literally see
I saw
yourself
that
on
video.
the screen in
Yeah.
front
Yeah.
of you, and it's crazy. You could like surf the internet through it and everything, and it's like, how does somebody do this? Like, it's all blocks at the end of the day. It's just constant
Yeah.
changing blocks, but it's just super super interesting how like they could do that. And the thing is that people don't realize how far that game goes. They just see that simple like, oh, what is this childish looking game with like a dirt block that's everything is pixelated? Why is it not even beautiful in 2020? But it's like that's not the point because that's the aesthetic. At the end of the day, that's why like it's like one of like the most interesting games for me, and I'll always keep going back to it. Like I could go on for hours about that game, but like I'm not gonna bore everybody with it. It's up to you if you like it or not.
I mean, technically, you lost me at when you said they were fixing the game. As a League of Legends player, I've never had that experience of Riot Games fixing their game. Okay,
That was directly specific to League of Legends
when
dropping out updates for
when you
absolutely
have
no
some stuff
reason.
like the Ardent meta and then whatever this shit is going on now, it's kind of just sad,
They,
bro.
these guys just like take their freaking updates and just throw it out like cash right on their like little strippers, which
I mean,
aka
you know,
Kirtan.
literally, what literally been proven that some of the patches and updates that happened were because the rioters got lazy and then they're just like, oh shit, we need to throw out a buff or a nerf, or right, and then so they just throw something out there and then they're like, oh well, we did
It'll
that,
get
we'll fix
fixed
it next couple
eventually.
weeks.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the problem with Riot. That's why I'm not like a fan of League of Legends for is they throw shit out without thinking because they don't consider every single thing. Obviously, you can't consider every single like detail, but there are very obvious kinks to like the thing that they could have fixed, but they didn't because they just want to get something out there so that people think that they're always getting updates and some new stuff's happening. Where if they were like more organized about it, they would get like obviously I feel like they would have lost viewers at that point or like
Mhm.
players because like that's what
Players.
it started off like that, so you can't change it now, right?
Mhm.
But I'm just saying it would have been an interesting thing because I like I don't know like it just doesn't seem right to me half of the time when they just throw things out like how they don't fix some of the things in the game but they'd release new stuff. Like what
Yeah.
is up with that?
No, okay. So apparently the theory behind that all that is, and Riot has stated, is like they will always want champions to be strong, like crazy strong, right?
hmm
Because it's what sets everything apart and it's what keeps stuff changing, right? There will always be some certain champions that will be all perma strong in a meta or like per patch, right?
hmm
So for most
Well, that's
people
the point of
or
a meta,
whoever
right?
would watch this and is here because of other reason wouldn't watch or is not because of League of Legends or whatever, right? League of Legends is a game where every 2 weeks a patch hits where they change numbers and like values of characters, right? In-game champions.
Like damage
And
they do,
yeah,
heal.
damage they do or effects they cause or whatever. Or sometimes just completely rework it. But what causes that is what it causes a meta. Like some champions become really strong, some champions become really weak, and with that, like what Riot has had a goal is some champions they will be super strong in the meta. Like almost every player that wants to climb and get better at the game, I guess technically, will play the champion and just win games, right? No matter how bad they are, or no matter how bad the player
It's
is, right?
easy to learn at the end of the
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
So and this kind of thing that they've done is just cause like really bad gameplay, where some champions when they make them strong, like they did the whole Zoe thing, right? Where Zoe would one shot you from like 3 years away. She's a champion that can literally just shoot you from long range and murder you, like blast you from long range and murder you. And especially like the whole Ardent meta. I don't even know if you guys were in on the Ardent meta. I think
I don't
it's
think
where literally 4 players on the team would just babysit this one player on the team, or these 3 players on the team would babysit these 2 players on the team and play around these 2 players in the bot lane until they got to specific items, especially like specifically an item called Ardent Sensor, and that item would just whichever team got to that item first would just win the game.
right. But
So
like,
it's like
yet all past all this, I'm guessing you're about to say that this is your favorite game still.
yeah, of course. It will almost always be my favorite game because it has variety. Like it has what right now like 141. I don't even know the exact number. I lost count after like they hit 140. League champion. Hold up.
I remember trying to
Champions.
get all the champions at one point. I was like, I'm committed. The
I
only
I did on my main account.
get
They have 140 champions currently, I believe, as it says on their website, with more than 140. So I'm not gonna count all
and
this.
how many issues in the game? Is there a number
Um,
for that too?
you know that song? I got 99 problems, but well,
League
League just
A1?
has the 99 problems. That's it.
Okay.
That's all it is, bro. But yeah, it will still be my one of my most favorite because I put so much time into it, right? Like when these guys started to get me into League, when Birintan was like, "Yo, let's play some League," when Vraj was like, "Let's play some League." This is when these guys used to love the game, right? I
Mhm.
was just like,
It was the only game.
why
we
would
were-
I play this boring ass game? I saw gameplay of it. I'm like, dude, this game looks boring. I don't need to play it. I'm gonna stick to my Pokemon. I'm gonna stick to my Digimon. I'm gonna stick to watching Naruto, bro. And then they're like, no, 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 dude, it's one game, bro. Just try it. Try a couple games. And I'm like, sure. And then I got into gaming though. Like I got into Champ Select for the first time. After getting grinding to level 30 and all of that, getting the quintessences. And then they're like, yo. I'm like, what lane do I play? You guys have all of your lane. They're like, bro, play support, bro. You don't need to do anything. It's easy. They put me on support, and next thing you know, I've spent 1,000 hours in bronze. I've fucking played so many games. I've grinded, and I hit silver. And then like that's when it starts. You're like, oh, I know there's so much more to this game, right? Brintek keeps saying there's so much more to Minecraft, but it's simple. Well, take that complex, take that shit, but make the game complex, right? League of Legends has so many things, right? I haven't even looked into the numbers part of it, but there is like so many champions, so many competitions, whatever. This is all getting boring, bro. I'm just literally falling asleep right now.
Reg is on his phone.
He's like, he's done, bro. He's like, guys, when's the video ending? When's the video ending?
Try to stay broad. Try to stay broad. Don't go into details of the game.
But yeah, it's like take all of Brintan's explanation of like having a simple game with like complex mechanics, right? A whole inner depth, but just make it like even bigger, right? It's just even bigger. And when you learn more about the game, you get more interested. You want to still learn more until you know, like, you know almost everything,
Mhm.
right? You could teach me fucking science, biology, physics, and shit. I wouldn't understand any of that shit. You'd ask me what this item does, what this champion does. I'll literally name all 4 abilities, what passives, what builds. You'd fucking tell me, bro. And this is why I'm really sad and I just play League of Legends all day. That's the moral of the story.
All right, let's swiftly move on to.
Let's
Let's move on to
Raj.
happier topic.
Raj.
Yeah.
What's your
It's
favorite
too
game,
harsh.
Raj?
We're nearing the 1 hour mark, but yeah.
I don't know. I guess my favorite game. There's no favorite game for me. I think there's like a favorite like series, and that would be Call of Duty because I think I started playing Call of Duty since I was, even though I'm not legally allowed to, since like middle school, and I haven't turned back. Like I've always been brought to it, I guess pulled towards it. And the thing is, for me, it's like I like playing a lot of competitive shit. I remember one of our friend Kaplan and I and Arjun, we used to play wager matches in Call of Duty. So like sign up for game battles and play for money. And we used to do a lot of that back in like high school. And the reason I like Call of Duty is because of like the changes they bring. It's not just the changes within the game, but a different game every year. And I'm always so like attracted towards the competitive scene, like I said. So like I like watching the tournaments. That's like one reason I used to love League of Legends, not necessarily for the game, but like for the competitions, the tournaments. Even now, when I'm into Valorant, maybe little bit more than like the current Call of Duty. I'm still like mainly interested in like the competitive side, like earning the ranks. It's like getting a new incentive when you reach something, a new milestone, right? So for me, it's not like the casual gaming that attracts me. I'm more into like playing for that achievement, playing for reaching a new height, right? And Call of Duty is mainly that for me because of the league play and everything that they have in there. The tournaments I follow, like many pro players that I follow, they started when I was a similar age to them, and I kind of grew up with them. So I've been attracted to their content, like Nate Shot, Scumper, right? And yeah, that's why. And I love the zombies aspect of Call of Duty, the ray gun, the different perks. I think Black Ops 2 did a really good job at that. And I think because of that, like Call of Duty has been like a major part of my childhood, and I guess like it will be moving forward too.
Yeah, that's interesting because like there's
Yeah.
something that we didn't talk about is how people are interested more into like there's some people that are interested more towards casual gaming and there's some people how they're more interested into competitive gaming. And that's a very big thing because like even within our group we actually have that split. We have people that are just super into just the competitive side and they need to win, they need to like do their best, try hard and everything. Whereas there's some people that are just there to have fun with their friends, like do whatever they can to just like pass time and like just spend time with people, right? But it's like
Exactly.
we could talk about that split too, but like for another day for now. But like let's move
Yeah.
on to Harsh.
Yeah, like just like you said, I fall into the second category. Like I just play games casually. There's not really a game I would call my favorite, but I just like games that I can play with my friends, like multiplayer games. I think that started when back in the mini clip Club Penguin. Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
Club Penguin. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when it started. I used to play with my friends a lot, and then moved on to V, where you like get a bunch of people together. You can have like 4 people in one game or something. So you just play games with 4 people, like that type of atmosphere. I just like that type of type of games. Um, and then we moved on to League of Legends, where you could have like a max of 5 people.
Yeah.
So, that's when I got into League, so I could just spend more time with friends or just play for fun. And then Valorant came out. And Valorant was very fun for a while because League of Legends was starting to get very boring and toxic. So I moved on to Valorant, and I found out that I suck at Valorant. And it's not really fun if you're at the bottom of the leaderboard every single game. So I moved back to League of Legends, the only game I know how to play properly.
Hey, don't forget the Fall Guys period, okay? Don't forget the Fall
I
Guys
played
period.
Fall
Fall
Guys,
Guys for a few days.
best player on Fall Guys for sure.
Yeah.
Yo, it's proven though. It's proven. It's different. It's because of the elo, 100%. Because
Exactly.
Harsh comes and plays on my like with me when I first bought the game. Like I bought it pretty late, right? I'm like, you know what, Harsh, let's play a couple of games, right? Harsh is like, but I never get past the first round. I'm like, no, trust me, you'll get past. He comes on, first 2 or 3 games, immediately past the first round. And I'm like, how come he not done this on the other times he played? Because I've watched him play with like Vraj and stuff. Never makes it past the first round. Gets taken out in some sort of way. And I was like, it has to be the elo. This is because you started off somewhere higher than you should have, basically.
Exactly.
Best
And
same with
then
Valorant, I would say.
yeah, I mean, we play with friends a lot because our friends are like different levels, different elos.
Yep.
So if you want to play with friends, you gotta play with like different elos.
Yep. Some
And
play more,
yeah,
some play less.
Yeah.
exactly. So in order to play with friends, I think League of Legends is the best game for now. Maybe when they come up with a better, oh no, Among Us.
Among
Among
Us
Us is the best
probably,
game.
I've kind of
but now the thing is, okay, like with at least what we do is like we try to learn the game really fast, right? Like
Yeah.
There's
there's
EOs in
been
that too.
yeah, like literally if somebody moves off the map, we'll just be like, bro, where you at, man? Where you at?
low key though, it's not elo at that point. It's actually meta. I feel like, in my opinion, meta is what ruins games. when people start learning metas, like as in like ways to win the game faster or better, that's why I feel like instead of just figuring it out themselves, when they just watch things and they take off it, like information from that and try to use it in our games, I feel like that's when it kind of ruins it, in my opinion.
I
Like, I
guess
don't know if you guys share the same
that's
thoughts.
what sets elos.
Yeah,
You know, if you
that's
think about
that's
it,
what
that is
like
an
it's your
elo.
need to learn
You
and to
know?
improve. That's
Yeah,
like
but learning and improving, as in like, wouldn't it be fun if everybody decided, you know what, we're never gonna search up any of this game. We're gonna play it the way we think.
it's just never
Yeah.
gonna happen in
You
this
It's never gonna
time.
happen.
In our
And
time,
this,
it's never gonna happen, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it'd be interesting if we could learn a game ourselves and try to make metas for ourselves instead of going off something that already exists. Or like
And there's all
find it.
well, I kind of agree and I kind of disagree only because of the fact that, okay, personally, me, I've never watched a single Among Us video. The only Among Us, like, maybe thing that I've watched is once I watched Ninja, or no, not Ninja, like Courage, like with Ninja.
Yeah.
They played, like once, and I watched like one stream. They played like 2 or 3 games that I watched. But other than that, I've never watched a single video. And personally, for me, the way that I think in Among Us is that I learn patterns and people's behaviors. And like
That's what the game is about at the end of the day.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Right?
that's how I try to like catch people.
Yeah.
And I think like in a way, I guess that's what people do, but they kind of like if they're watching a YouTube video on someone, it's kind of doing the same thing. I guess like I wouldn't say it's necessarily meta, it's just like learning the like learning and shaping your thoughts in a way that sort of like causes elo differences. And I wouldn't necessarily call it elo in Among Us. Like I said, I agree in that sense. But I think yeah, it just models the way you think when you you know follow patterns and you know pick up
Yeah,
on
but like
something.
it's like natural, right? Like
Yeah,
everybody wants to learn and get better at the game. You don't want to be on your 200th game be like, is reactor this way or reactor that way? Like you don't want to use that excuse. Nobody's gonna believe it. Nobody's gonna like take that seriously,
But imagine
right?
your pattern being the one that gets sussed
Hasher.
out every single time. That's what I'm saying. I was gonna say like Hasher gets sussed out every time, no matter what. He got voted off for so many games for absolutely no reason. Why? Because people said this is a pattern. But the poor guy, like, literally was never the imposter. Almost like, and the time he was, he would just get voted out fairly, anyways. But at the same time, imagine getting into a game and never being allowed to play because you just get voted out every time, right? So like,
Yeah,
I guess
that was Valorant for me.
like, but like, I feel like if you played with your elo, you would have actually enjoyed the game much more than you do now. Like,
But if I play with my elo, I'll be playing with random people, right? I won't be playing with friends.
Yeah.
well, like there
So
are people in our group that you could have played with that are your elo.
but it wouldn't be a full party. It'd just be like two people.
Right, it would start there. But then by the time what I'm saying is like you would start there, but you would improve as you keep playing, and
Mhm.
then you'd be able to come into our games and be like, fine, cool, right?
So
Yeah.
you're telling me you want me, Harsh, Kaplan, Hasher on his like
Hasher.
actual account, not the account you
Boosted.
helped with, yeah, and one more person from our group,
The needs are.
Vineet, yeah, to go
Yeah.
into a Valorant game just for Harsh to have
I have said
fun.
this. I have
Oh,
said this. I want to
I
see.
imagine how it would go.
I said this.
Bro, he'd be like, somebody would be like, yo, he's on
Hash.
your left, he's on your left. I just turned right, and then the guy just shoots the shit out of me.
I've said this about Valorant and Warzone too. I want to see a game where Kirtan, Hasher, Sarab, and Mirza play. I know Mirza's like a little better, if anything, but like I want to see what that game would look like. Because your elos are all like low at the end of the day, right? Even Mirza, because he just started.
Mhm.
I want to see what it looks like. It would be a pretty like I feel like you guys could actually win. Like that would be really interesting to watch, in my opinion.
No, okay, so see, okay, but that's what I mean by skill based or elo differences because to us it would seem like it's really easy and that's what you're saying right now. But the thing is for them that's their level. So it's like comparing what we play in, like the games that we have, is the type of games that they would have.
Yeah,
But
but I'm
like
not
to
saying it'd be
us it would
easier
seem
for them.
easier.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it's easier for them. I would say like I want to see what they can do because the thing is, even in our elo and stuff, like when they play with us, right? They still do get kills at the end of the day. They're not just there like uselessly running around, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
But that's
imagine if
just
they
RNG. That's
yeah, but
RNG.
imagine if they take that into an actual game where it is your elo, because then you actually have a chance of a 1v1. And if you're winning 1v1s in a game where like in a thing where you're not like at a high level, right? You could win it in a one where you're not, right? So I just want to see like what would happen if you did that. I feel like it would make like a good video, to be honest, just to see what that looks like. I don't know. You guys would be playing it like in a fun environment because it'd be like something that if you died, then you know you died because of the fact that this is a fair 1v1, and not because somebody's just
Yeah.
like using a god or fucking like aimbot, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
I don't
also
know.
like those people wouldn't ever play it alone. You know, or alone as in like together. Like they wouldn't have the initiative to start that.
I
Like
guess,
I don't think
Yeah.
because
Kirtan
we're
would
the ones
hop
that
on one
ask.
day.
Yeah.
I ain't
Exactly. I
gonna
don't think
hop on one day and be like, guys, let's just
Yo,
play
let's
an
play Warzone
FPS, bro.
together.
I'm about to
Yeah.
hop on Warzone. I'm about to hop on. That's
'Cause-
never
yeah.
gonna be me.
I only say it because like even what we did a couple years ago, right? Or not couple, was it a year ago? I think it was like a couple years ago, or maybe actually it was last year. But me, Vraj, and Kaplan. Well, actually, me and Vraj started it, but like Kaplan eventually added. We made this group called the Senior Squad, right?
Yeah.
You could see that in some of our videos where our names are seniors because like we started this League of Legends like new account because we're like we've been playing those
It was a
accounts
year
for
and a
years.
half. Year and a half.
Yeah, because like Kaplan had a pretty fairly new account, but he was using Harsh's second account, if anything, as his main.
Yeah.
But me and Vraj had our accounts since like season whatever the hell, right? So we've played with like Kirtan, we played with Arjun, we've had like this high ass like fucking elo games, right? So we fucked it. No, as in we fucked it. Like it was that, right? So we're like, you know what? Let's try to play in a game where it's just us and see like what our elo would be like and see where we could land if we just played. So we started playing together. I would say we enjoyed our games much more than we did playing with like the rest of the guys. Like it was less toxic, first of all, for us, and second, like we were like playing in a skill gap where it wasn't too hard for us, and at the same time it wasn't too easy either. We're like perfectly in line with where we're supposed to be. So I found those games more enjoyable than playing with like the 5-man squad that we were playing, where like you're against a guy that's 400 level that's been playing this game for like 700 years.
Bro, why you gotta call out names,
I mean, this is a couple of years ago. You weren't there yet.
Oh
This is
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
like-
he would
yeah,
have.
yeah,
He
yeah.
would have
I was
had
like
his
20
original
levels
account.
below.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, basically, yeah.
No,
But,
but
like- Yep.
yeah, no. I was just gonna say that I agree with that, but the thing that kind of ruins that is the fact that there's a lot of Smurfs, and the thing is, a lot of Smurfs land in the beginner elo. So like a lot of okay, so what I mean by that is Kirtan tried to play on my league account, I think like a few weeks ago, right? And
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
bronze, silver elo. But the thing is, he kind of had a hard, not want to say hard time, but he
No,
like
it's
didn't
okay.
enjoy
Let
it.
me
He
set
didn't
this
enjoy
record
it.
straight. The
Because he-
season before, it was like your MMR, right? And then I got
Uh-huh.
it to gold, and it was what, like silver 3, silver 4, and I got it to gold less than 40 games. So invest of the MMR for this season. So every account is either a very fresh account with less than like 5 to 10 games played, and there'll be like really high MMR Smurfs, or there'll be like just unranked platinum gold level Smurfs. And I see it, and I see them moving like 3 times differently than how my teammates are, and I'm just like, this game is literally doomed. I'll have a champion literally get like invade me level 2, the most random thing with 3 of their members, and I'm just like, it's doomed. So I just like,
because you used
and
to your,
leagues
like,
just
level play style.
huh?
It's like because you're used to like your level play style, like gold, platinum, like elo, right? So when you come down to ours, it's like people are just doing stuff that you don't expect.
Yeah.
No, it's
No,
not
no,
even
no.
that.
They're actually Smurfs, bro.
Yeah,
They're
they're actual
literally
Smurfs.
Smurfs.
It's like I think what people call is like elo hell. Like even in Valorant, I noticed it because I was for the longest time stuck in gold, and just recently I got to platinum. Cough, cough. Kirtan, where's my chocolate? Anyways, yeah. But the
I've
thing is,
been
a lot of
trained. I've been
Smurfs in Valorant
scammed.
are like high silver, low gold, and the thing is, you can never get out of it until you like somehow force yourself to platinum. And once you get to platinum, you get people that are actual platinum, and it's actual fun and actual like way you can scale. But like when you're stuck in that elo hell, it's not necessarily just the bad people that you see, but it's also a lot of Smurfs that are in that elo, and it's hard to like, you know, navigate that because you have teams like you have opponents that are Smurfs, but then your teammates are like actual silvers, and then like you can never win against that.
Well, like the Smurfs are like pretty much everywhere, I would say personally, because
Yeah.
like I said, I started a new account too, right, like, to play with my uni friends, just like because I don't want to ruin their games, right, by putting myself in
Mhm.
like them in a game that they shouldn't be in. But even that, we find players that are like getting like dropping like 40 kills out of nowhere, but you could literally do nothing. You peek and you're dead because these guys are like amazing, right? But on their team, you get a guy that's like 0 and freaking 26, just like that. 'Cause this guy's just straight, just like they're getting boosted at the end of the day because like there's this guy that's paired up with the dude there. Like yeah, you could claim that I'm doing the same thing, but the thing is I'm not playing to actually boost myself and get like a higher rank. I'm just doing it just to have fun with my friends, right? So I'm not actually trying to drop kills. I'm trying to play like support champions and like just do things whatever I can to like help them learn the game, right? And it's really annoying. Like I mean, you can't control Smurfs at the end of the day. Like people are always gonna do it, but like I forgot the point I was going for, to be honest. But
But I
this
mean,
happens on Squadcast. But yeah,
I guess you're trying to say it's basically like you can't control it,
yeah, it sucks.
and
So yeah.
it's just kind of a shitty thing. But okay, wait, Raj, I've always been like just curious about this. What like you watch streamers that are like immortal, and what is like the high really MMR?
Radiant.
Radiant or whatever? Yeah, okay. So do they have long queue times?
Oh yeah, dude. In Radiant, I think it takes at least like a 40 to 45 minute queues to get into a game.
Okay, so yeah, so that's the other reason. When you hit higher MMRs, since there's a less amount of players, right? It's just hard, like it's just harder to get into games. So which is why a lot of people is just Smurf. You'll have, especially like Diamond,
Yeah.
especially in like in League, there'll be a lot of Diamond, like 2, Diamond 1, whatever, right? Master players, coming in low elo smurfing, right? Even I don't consider like plat 3, plat 4 high elo. It's still low elo, but we still have like sometimes up to 10-minute queues depending on when you queue up. And a lot of people just don't want to play on that. Like a lot of players in that account, even plat 3, plat 4, when I hit plat 3, there's just so many smurfs. Like literally, you'll have one guy that's just smurfing and just piss low. He's just 1v9ing, bro. You don't even expect. You turn the corner and this guy's just there with 3 of his teammates that have just been sitting on him the entire game, and he just 1v9s the entire game, and you just like, what just happened? How did our entire team just get butt fucked this hard, right? You're just standing there, and it's just that's what it is, and that's why a lot of people just want to smurf.
Well,
Because you go into lower lobbies, you look good first of all, like especially if you're like if you're a guy dating a girl and who just wants to play the game casually. Yo, it's a real thing, especially in League. It's proven in League. You will literally go on a Smurf account and you'll just Smurf, and then you'll literally flex on this girl, bro.
the thing is, if you think about it, right, what you just said, right, it's
Mm.
actually an infinite loop. If you
Yes.
get to diamond and then you keep smurfing to get to diamond again because you can't find games in diamond, right, you're basically stumping everybody to get like from getting to diamond, everybody else, right? So you could get as many accounts as you diamonds you want, but you can't play with yourself at the end of the day. So everybody else that's trying is just getting fucked. Like you're
Yeah.
against a diamond smurf, then you're not getting LP to go up, right? So you're stuck
Yeah.
in the same thing under it, and you'll never get to diamond. So diamond will always get less and less players to play, and the timer will be more. So if anything, smurfing is only hurting yourself because you can't go past it because you can't get a game that's gonna be less than 10 minutes. So it
Yeah,
kinda,
there's literally okay.
Smurfs are just fucking
So
themselves at the end of the day.
But the numbers don't add up though if you think about it, because if one person does it, you have what 2-3 accounts
But there
maybe
isn't one, though.
Smurfs.
no, okay,
No,
okay.
I know. But I'm
So
saying 2-3. But in general, like at least for Valorant, I would say, high plat to diamond, there's only 5% of the players in the world that are in that. So even if each of them had only 2 accounts in Smurfs, the numbers still wouldn't add up to the fact that it would lower your queue time.
Well, because Valorant is new, right? I'm talking more about.
No,
League.
I'm just saying in League, it'll be the same thing. Like you're gonna have like what maybe 10% that are in diamond or higher.
okay.
Not like more than
So
less
let
or
me
more than
tell
that.
you this. A lot of people. So diamond right now is top 0.5% of the world of NA, right?
Yeah.
Which is still a shit ton. Okay, it's still a couple
Because we have a
10
large
something
population.
thousand player, right? I don't know the exact number, right? But it's still a lot. And then like let's say if you get higher up, like already in plat, there's a lot of Smurfs, and then diamonds, you'll have the people that are like challengers or masters or grandmaster, right? Because their queue times, if you think 45 hours long, they wait for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours just to get into a game for somebody to dodge, right? It's just really bad for them. So they'll come into their like they have fun. They'll be like, oh, let's go on a lower emerald. Let's hit diamond. Poor me, I barely hit diamond. I get into my game. This guy comes in. There's a challenger on his 17th account on a Smurf, right? And then he just comes in. He's just like, yeah, dude, you're not playing your game today, dude. You can sit in the fountain. And this is it. And literally, I think it was like 2 seasons ago or something. It was reported that like the people that were really popular back then, Tarzan, he had 6, like he was like a really big jungler, right? He's a big League of Legends jungler player or whatever, right? Some of the best player, one of the best players in NA. He had 6 accounts in Challenger. I'm a cutie pie had like 4 to 5 accounts in Challenger. I will dominate had like 3 to 4 accounts in Challenger. TF Blade had a bunch of accounts in Challenger. So there's like everybody has like 4 to 5 accounts in Challenger, and there's only 300 spots in Challenger, I think, at
Yeah,
that point.
so
I might be wrong on these numbers, right?
most of those
But
numbers are just people getting their own accounts, multiple
yeah,
accounts to it.
multiple accounts. I
if you
assume
put
it's the same thing in Valorant, right?
so eventually, if that continued, right,
Mm.
you would end up in a situation where you're trying to start a game, but all the remaining players in that elo are just your own accounts. So you're never gonna.
Okay, it won't be like no, because the thing is, there's such a thing as decay. There's decay.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what I
okay,
was
so
saying.
DK would help, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's always decay. When you hit, I think what diamond, I think it starts decaying from then,
Yeah.
which is to prevent. And there will be people going on, but like of course the ladder updates and
I like how we
there's a
jump.
lot of factors that come into this, right? Where it's like newer players come in, some of the Smurfs come in, other people's Smurfs come in. Some random guy from Korea switches his account to NA just to Smurf on kids here. They say like literally all of that happens.
I like how we
Yeah.
jump from Harsh saying that he's bad at Valorant to Elo.
To me
Yeah.
talking about Elo,
Might as well name
bro,
today's
I can
Elo
solo
talk.
carry this. Just me giving a lecture about League.
Dude,
We'll
Like
give you
I
time.
agree.
I can literally go from step to step how it goes.
Let's get
Kirtan gets excited whenever he talks about League.
I
we'll give
agree.
you time for that.
I agree. I would say that, okay, I don't know if Kirtan can attest to this, but I would say the best time to scale a rank and avoid Smurfs is at the beginning of a season.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's the only time. At the beginning of the
It's
season.
literally
Because
it.
that's when the Smurfs are on the real accounts to get that to its highest level before they start switching to their Smurfs. So at the beginning of the season, it's like when you have the highest potential of hitting your, I guess, most what's that word I'm looking for? Most
Accurate?
suitable
Yeah.
rank, most
Yeah.
accurate rank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, it's right and wrong because with League, what happened, and Shivam can literally attest to this. You'll have X diamond, so like our MMRs are in gold, and the way a lot of MMR stuff happened, especially this season, is a lot of MMRs tanked. So at the beginning of the season, X diamonds would be in my gold 3, gold 4 games, which is as hard to gold 3, gold 4 for like 2/3 of the season. So and then it's literally well with League, like the newer games, it's more clear, right? Like because a lot of time hasn't passed yet, but League has been here for a while. The rank system has been here for a while, so it's a lot of work, a lot of effort. By the way, this podcast is not a League of Legends podcast. It's just me ranting
Yep.
about this goddamn stupid game. Okay,
We'll have
there'll be
control next
better
time.
topics, please.
We're also at our 1 hour mark, so you
Yeah,
gotta
we should
cut
also.
it short.
Well, actually, we're at our 1 hour 30 minute mark almost. So
Oh
Yeah.
shit, shit. What is the topic, League guys? What is the topic, please?
let's push this topic towards our like future podcasts. We'll have a
Podcast.
podcast like just centered around League of Legends and a few other games where it would just be one podcast where you can talk about that. So like we'll just push it to that because right now we need to control it or it's gonna go.
Yeah, or it'll just be here for like 2 hours more.
So I think we should wrap it off if everybody's done with what they wanted there because this wasn't supposed to be it was supposed to be an introduction.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on
podcast.
my page 2 of my 386 page of my like thesis for League of Legends, but we're fine. Yeah, we can and we can talk about League another day. I'm 100% down.
So did you,
Alright,
you just want to move on to the conclusion?
yeah, I think we should just end it off. Yeah. So
Alright.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so thank you guys for listening. If you guys liked our podcast, please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. And if you guys have any topics for us to talk about, just let us know down in the comments below. And we'll have in the description, we'll have all of our socials, I guess, the Twitch channels. And
Feel free to
I-
drop any questions you have on the video too for our introduction. We will answer them in the next
Yeah.
podcast at the beginning, if anything. But just reminder that during the streams from now on, when they will be streamed, because we'll just need a little bit of setup.
We'll work it out. We'll get a stream going. I'll fix the overlay. Yeah. I won't
can
mess it up.
You can join the Twitch chat and type whatever you want. We will be
Yeah.
looking over it, and at the end of the thing, like it wouldn't last this long, of course. We won't stretch it out this long. It's our first one, so give us this long.
We'll remove all the league topics. Yeah.
We'll add like a questionnaire section where we answer the questions that were asked to us. So you don't have to stay there and watch the entire stream if you don't want to. Of course, it will all be posted on the YouTube channel, so you could just. I mean, we would appreciate if you watch the entire thing, but if you want to, you can skip to the end and watch the questionnaire. But
Yeah.
that's all I have to say.
Also, the podcast might be on Spotify if we can figure out a podcast hosting service that's for free.
Is it on YouTube Music?
Bro, we're not sponsored by them yet. Okay, we're not sponsored by them
YouTube,
yet.
I just hope it goes on to music.
It's a YouTube video.
Yep. We're
But,
still on
yeah.
YouTube, just not on the music app. But yeah, we'll figure it out. This is just a
Yeah.
start. We have many podcasts to go.
For now, it'll be on YouTube. We'll eventually start streaming it, right?
Yep.
Once we like fix a little bit of our kinks and stuff.
Mhm.
Once we
What?
get everything ironed out.
No, I get it.
It's a term. It's a term. Okay, it's not actually just a fetish, right? It's a term. Okay.
Like
It
we
just
said, we are
doesn't mean fetish.
12-year-olds inside.
But yeah, if anything, follow Twitch Poochie Braj, right?
You're pointing in the wrong direction for me,
Nature.
but go ahead.
This for
Other
me.
way, other way.
Okay, this. There you go.
There you
I'm pointing backward. I don't know. So here,
That's Pucci, and then the other
Sure.
one is Natrick.
this is me, Natrick5775 on Twitch.
Uh,
Like, subscribe. What was the other stuff? The
Comment.
bell thingy. The bell thingy. Yeah.
One more thing.
And then follow on Twitch.
Yeah, one more thing. Our whole purpose of this is to grow a community, right? We're trying to get ourselves out there, get a following of some sort, and just interact, right? So we do have a Discord channel actually that will also be linked. You're free to join whenever the heck you want. We have a lot of people on there that's just willing to talk, play, whatever you want. You can just do it's open to anybody pretty much, but it is centered around NIT. So we're trying to grow something there. That's our source of communication, I guess. But yeah, that's all I have to say about
Oh,
that.
and just remember, if you're really shy and stuff, and just want to just say what's up, you can literally DM any of us what's up, and we'll be like hi. You know.
Yeah. Trust me,
Well,
we're
link
all shy too.
Instagram in the description below too.
The Instagram, okay, we don't know about that one. Okay,
That's a pushing it there. You know?
that's maybe Harsh's, because his is lit, but not mine. Okay.
He's our beauty modeler right here.
Yeah.
You should see his floral shirt collections.
Wait, what
All right,
collection?
but
floral shirt
Oh
collection.
yeah.
oh yeah.
Maybe on yours you'll pull it
I bought 5 more this summer.
up. On your episode, you'll pull it up and show it to us.
All right, guys. That was
Alright,
kind of fun. That was actually fun.
Yep.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. See you guys in the next one.
Have a good
Have a
night,
great
I guess.
day.
At
Take
this time,
care.
or have a good
Yeah.
day, I
Or
guess.
good morning.
care,
I don't know.
stay
Whatever.
safe.
Morning, yeah.
Yeah.
Take care,
Wear a
stay
mask.
safe, and have a lit life.
All right. Peace, guys.
Bye.